Part 1. Turning obstacles into opportunities. Once upon a time, there was a very rich and curious king. This king decided to test the people in his kingdom by placing a huge boulder in the middle of a road. He wanted to see if anyone would try to remove it. First, some wealthy merchants and important people from the king's court came by. Instead of trying to move the boulder, they just walked around it. Some of them complained loudly, blaming the king for not taking care of the roads. None of them bothered to do anything about the big rock. Then came a humble peasant, carrying a load of vegetables. When he reached the boulder, instead of just walking around it like the others, he put down his vegetables and tried to move the stone aside. It was tough, but he didn't give up, and eventually, he succeeded. After moving the boulder, the peasant was ready to continue his journey when he noticed a purse lying in the spot where the boulder had been. Curious, he opened it and found it filled with shiny gold coins and a note from the king. The note explained that the gold was a reward for the peasant's effort in moving the boulder. The king wanted to teach everyone a valuable lesson, that every obstacle we face in life presents an opportunity to make things better. The peasant, by taking the initiative to solve a problem, not only improved his own situation but also earned a reward from the king himself. And so, the people in the kingdom learned that sometimes, instead of just complaining about problems, it's better to take action and turn obstacles into chances for improvement. The wise king, pleased with the lesson learned, continued to rule over a kingdom where the people were not afraid to face challenges head-on.
Part 2. Avoid heavy load of worries. Once upon a time, there was a teacher who wanted to teach students about managing stress. She stood on a stage in front of many students and held up a glass of water. Instead of asking the usual question about whether the glass was half empty or half full, she asked, "How heavy is this glass of water I'm holding?" Students gave different answers, ranging from a few ounces to a couple of pounds. The teacher smiled and said, "The actual weight of the glass doesn't matter. What matters is how long I hold it. If I hold it for a short time, it feels light. But if I hold it for a long time, it starts to feel heavy. The longer I hold it, the heavier it feels to me." The teacher explained, "Your worries and stresses in life are like this glass of water. If you think about them for a short time, nothing much happens. If you think about them for a bit longer, you might start feeling uneasy. But if you keep thinking about them all day long, it's like holding the glass for too long. You'll feel completely numb and unable to do anything else." She continued, "The lesson here is to let go of your worries. Just like you should put the glass down after holding it for a while, put your burdens down at the end of each day. Don't carry them into the night and the next day with you. If you still feel the weight of yesterday's stress, it's a sign that it's time to let it go." So, the students learned the importance of not carrying the heavy load of worries all the time and how letting go can make life feel much lighter and more manageable. The moral of the story was simple: put the glass down, let go of your worries, and start each day with a lighter heart.
Part 3.
thinking out of the box. In a small town in Italy a long time ago, there was a business owner who owed a lot of money to a loan shark, an old and not-so-friendly man who happened to like the business owner's daughter. The loan shark made a deal with the businessman. He would forgive the debt if he could marry the daughter. The daughter was not happy about this proposal. The loan shark came up with a plan. He said he would put 2 pebbles in a bag, one black and one white. The daughter had to pick one, and if it was black, the debt would be forgiven, but she would have to marry the loan shark. If it was white, the debt would still be forgiven, and she wouldn't have to marry him. In the businessman's garden, full of pebbles, the loan shark picked up 2 black pebbles and put them in the bag. The daughter saw this, but the loan shark didn't know. He asked her to pick a pebble. The daughter had 3 choices. Refuse to pick a pebble. Take out both pebbles, showing the loan shark was cheating. Pick a pebble, knowing it was black, and sacrifice herself for her father. She chose a clever option. She took out a pebble but accidentally dropped it among the other pebbles. She told the loan shark to look in the bag for the one left, and he would know which color she picked. Since the only pebble left in the bag was black, the loan shark didn't want to be caught cheating. He had to pretend that the daughter's dropped pebble was white and forgive the debt to clear her father's name. The lesson here is that sometimes, when faced with a difficult situation, thinking creatively and finding a unique solution can help you overcome challenges. Instead of choosing from the obvious options, using your imagination can lead to unexpected and positive outcomes.